Hey guys, welcome back to more Stardew Valley, Road to Riches with Jojo. So, we've got a couple of things we could be doing, but it's really all going to depend on what is actually ready. Because we do still need to work on the quarry, but if the greenhouse is ready, I'm going to prioritize that just because I have been waiting on the greenhouse for quite a while now. Say hi to the kiddos. I'll find something to fill that empty gap with eventually, because I still feel like I could better lay out that space. But that's not a super big priority. Okay, nothing ready down there. We do have a couple that look like they're going to be ready within the next, I don't know, week or so. Oh, hey, Shane. Thank you. Thank you for watering. Hey, Wolf. How's it going, my dude? Gather all those up. At some point, I'll take all the jade and actually change it into staircases, but I'm not super duper worried about it right now. Might as well just get a stockpile of it going anyways. Okay, you get in there. Oh yeah, I was feeling better yesterday. Have you found a resolution for the situation you were telling me about? Okay, so the trees still aren't ready, so we can just focus on the quarry. Okay. No big deal. Okay, I want to check on these guys. Not yet. Not yet. Nope. Not quite. That one is the closest so far, though. Oh, wait. Girl, my hair is closer. Dang, dude. And yeah, whenever we were having our Sunday stream, I ended up feeling super dizzy and nauseous. So I ended that stream early. Went and laid down for a little bit. Ended up feeling well enough that I could go to my cousin's wedding shower. But the entire time I was there, I had a headache slowly forming. Probably from... Really? What have I said about keeping my cursor off of my return scepter unless I'm actively trying to use it? Oh well. Not the end of the world. But yeah, so basically as soon as I got home from the wedding shower, I ended up crashing for the night. Just went ahead and... you know, kind of just slept the headache away. And yesterday we ended up being late just because I had my niece's soccer game. Hey, Luis. How's your day going? Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what goes on in TFT either. He has tried so many times to, like, show me, but I just have no clue. I've got a couple of ideas I want to look into, so I'm gonna just grab those real quick. But, wait, did I have my furniture catalog in there too? I did. I need that. But, yeah, I was pretty much out for the entire night. I woke up at, like, I want to say 8:30, 9 o'clock, and just, like, ran to the kitchen and got something to drink and some crackers to put on my stomach. Whenever I get a really bad headache, I try to avoid taking medicine unless I absolutely have to, because all medicine tends to make me have a stomachache instead. And I can tolerate a stomachache better than I can a headache. Or I can... backwards. I can tolerate a headache better than I can a stomachache, and since I'd already been feeling sick that day, didn't really want to, you know, put that on my stomach. So I just slept it off. It doesn't happen that often where I get one bad enough that I can't really, like, function through it, but when it does, all I can do is just kind of go to bed and just, like, sleep through it. Oh, shoot. So it's got to be an individual path. That's a shame. You would think I would remember these things. Wait. I think it's better to just leave it like that. And then the idea here is this is just like a little actual bus stop with a little bench or something. Nah, usually if E is used, it's more like a behavioral thing. I think it's like satisfactory, so S, unacceptable, U, or, exemplary slash exceeds expectations, E. So it's usually just for, like, and I think it's specifically lower levels. So, like, elementary levels where they use the alphabet S, E, and U for behavior. Let's do an oak bench. Just get a couple of those going. Oh, dang, I would put that, like, one off. Okay, well, I have a solution to that. We can get some street lights, which I think I've got some spares back at the house. Or at least the stuff to make some. generally speaking, acceptable grades are considered like A, B, and C. D and F are usually considered like bad grades. I don't know. Depending on the household, C might be considered a bad grade. In my house, as long as you were passing, my parents really didn't care. Passing was acceptable. Yeah, no, I don't remember dealing with it in like middle or high school, but it definitely in like elementary school, I remember dealing with the behavior grading. Let's see, do we have anything that would be nice for decorating this area? Maybe like a decorative trash can for people to throw their garbage in. That's all wall decorations, don't need any of that. Let's see about some more benches. Okay, and then we can, if I can find my lampposts, I might have put them over at the quarry. Okay, no, I'm just flat out of them. That's the wrong place. You know what? Easiest way is just to use my scepter. Okay, for those... I don't know if I have anything that I would also be good decoration. Maybe like the tub of flowers, which I might have some already made up of. Pretty sure I do, actually. Yeah. Trash can right there beside the ticket counter. Oh, is there a rock there? Okay. I have an alternate solution then. We just bring it in one. Okay, I'll find a way to decorate in there a little bit more later. Good enough for right now. It's always fascinating learning how other places do their schooling. I'm sure you'll do fine, Louise. You're smart. And I think even that, the average 70 kind of depends on the state you're in and the school you go to. It's really, really subject to the school district sometimes. Let's see. Spend a little bit of time subdividing some stuff up at the quarry. Okay, if nothing else, I can go ahead and start placing these down in the edges. Oh, and I'm out. You need slang? What kind of slang? Okay, that's not what I was trying to do. That's more what I'm trying to do. There we go. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull that forward. Alright. I need more cobblestone. I don't think I have any extra still at the house. Nope, we're out. Which is kind of impressive, because we had a bunch of cobblestone. That's probably overkill. If you're looking for something that is slang, that's like, oh, obvious, wait, oblivious? I thought I misread that as obvious, and I was gonna say, like, the most common way to say, like, something is obvious is duh. But oblivious. Hmm. I feel like I myself might be a little oblivious to what slang we have that means oblivious. Let's see. Part of me wants to, like, bring this down all the way and just have, like, a flat rectangle to break up our spaces with. But I don't know that that's the best course of action. I do like our little bus stop area, though. Hmm. Okay, we've got crystallariums today, and then we can focus on the quarry a little bit more. Really? Grab it. Thank you. Okay. Makino is in the kitchen, so is Shane, actually. I'm sure they're fine, Shane. Two. Oh no, you're good. My dream for the longest time was to be an English teacher or a history teacher. I forgot to grab wines. Instead, I ended up dropping out my second semester in school before I'd even, like, contemplated doing the teacher thing. Pam gave us a battery pack. That's actually really nice. Another good reason just to befriend Pam, aside from the fishing channel. Okay, we got diamonds to gather up, and then we can head to the quarry. And also, our ancient fruit is ready. Holy shit. I was not paying attention. Yeah, it's PE, physical education. Hold on. The slang you typically use is ata. Google, do the spacing, please. I don't know why it's only whenever I'm typing into Google and my phone's just like, we're not gonna auto space, even though we did predict a text. Yeah. You're faster than me. You're faster than me, Wolf. I'm over here like granny typing super slow. I was gonna say, if you, like, gave us a context of what you're trying to say, like, a situation in which you would use it. Because sometimes slang is just situational, too. Wait, what do you mean you killed Jess and Haley? Did you cross them off your list and get them to max hearts, or did you install a mod because you were tired of dealing with them? Okay. I'm just making sure because there are murder mods. Oh wait, was it just like a situation where they asked you to find like the English alternative to something you say all the time? Yeah, I would say duh or oh yeah. Either one could work in that situation. Honestly, even the direct translation could work. It's just like, oh, okay. I think that was a common one I used whenever I was, like, just working in customer service in general. It was just like, anytime somebody would answer a question that for them was super obvious, for me, not so much. It was just like, oh, okay. Okay, all of those are done. Good, good, good. We won't have to worry about those again until Monday. Honestly, maybe just putting like some potted plants in there. Excuse me. Either that or knocking down the trees, paving it, and putting up fake trees. One of those things could work. Not sure. Actually, hold on. Before I take that up, let me do something. This is a good way to divide it. Just making my path, even though it's not the path that the game originally wanted to follow. Also, I didn't mean to place that cobblestone on the bridge. I didn't realize it was there. Ah, oh, shoot. This is only a 2 wide path. I can rework it. No big deal. Have a good night, Luis. Thanks for stopping by, my dude. Okay. And then we just run this back up along because I'm still trying to think of how I want to break this all up. Because I do have an absolute ton of weathered floor, but that's what like our main flooring is back on the farm, and I don't necessarily want to use the main flooring. Maybe the rustic plank. Okay. get some more cobblestone going. Wait, is duh not a common thing in, like, northern US? Oh yeah, any slang you get's probably gonna be, like, really region-specific coming from the two of us, then. Because we're both in what's considered the South. Yeah, nothing goes there. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Huh. Uh, that looks a little too nice to be over here. And yeah, 16 is, roughly 5 o'clock. Or I say roughly, it is 5 o'clock, so... No. 4 o'clock. I can't math. Even though it's really, really simple math. I can't math. I've said before, there is a reason there is a ditzy in my name. It's there for a reason. Okay. What do we have to work with anyways? We've got bee houses, preserve jars, garden pots. We've got some lightning rods that might be useful somewhere. Mini shipping bin. And then I brought all over tappers because I was thinking we could do trees at some point. Have a good night, Louise. Get some rest, my dude. And the way I've always counted up is just holding out a finger. It's really dumb, but it's holding out a finger and going 13, 14, 15, all the way up until I get to whatever number I need to be, just on my fingers. Because I am a little kid that uses my fingers for everything. Math centric. Everything math centric I use my fingers for. Like, I had a teacher that taught us how to do our nines multiplications by using our hands. And I still use that metric for determining nines multiplications. So it's not always accurate because I can't keep track of things sometimes. We don't need to be in here, but I accidentally popped over here. So I'm just gonna take a look and enjoy the space we've created over here, because I'm actually, the more I look at the dwarfs area, the more I like it. The actual area over here, could take it or leave it, but At least the majority of those, aside from Leo, don't really go anywhere. Like, Leo's not going anywhere. Or Leo can wander once you reach his, I think it's, shoot, I don't remember what heart level it is that he moves to the town. But it's only once he moves to town that you have to even keep up with him. Because some days he'll stay in town and some days he'll go to the island if it's a nice day over there. It really just depends. Okay, I'm just gonna go to bed because I'm just kind of wandering at this point. But yeah, Sandy Krobus and the dwarf all stay in the same spot, so there's the comfort of knowing you can just like make a little trip around and see all of them. And they're also ones that have like a much later time that they're awake, because like Sandy's shop doesn't close until 11. And obviously Krobus and the dwarf, as long as you're not about to pass out, you can go see them whenever. Oh shoot, knocking everything over. Yeah, you've said that. We have some military in our family, but I've never had to really use military time, except for, my most recent job, they did the time in military time. Because we had to keep track of where the kids were at every hour of the day. Or actually, every 15 minutes of our shift, we had to keep track of the kids. Which was super fun. Especially if you're in the middle of doing something and you're like, shit, I forgot to write down where we were for 15 minutes. So you've got to backtrack and be like, what exactly were we doing at 6:15? Tomorrow's the flower dance. If I'm not mistaken, those three are also pretty easy. Wow, words. Are pretty easy for gifting. Like Sandy. Yeah, you just pick up some flowers that you forage off the ground and she's happy. Krobus. You could literally give him wild horseradishes or void eggs and void mayo. He's also very, very fond of those. And the dwarf. I've only gifted him amethyst so far, but he does like all gems, so amethyst, jade, emerald, topaz, aquamarine, all that good stuff. Flower disco? That sounds pretty fun, actually. I want to go to the flower disco. You get in there. You get in there. I kind of want to make some more of these two stone floors. Not so much the crystal floor, because again, I think it's just too nice for the quarry. I don't know which of these I'm going to end up using, but I'd like to use them at the quarry. Oh yeah, Krobus loves void eggs. You can literally just buy a void egg from him and give it back to him, and he loves it. I think it's a love. It might be a liked gift. Hold on. Is it you that has my stoof written in it? You have some of my stoof written in you. Is it all of my stoof? sure isn't. Nope. That one's just completely empty. I need to use this for something. That's a nice notebook. I think it's a notebook I actually got originally to write all of my Stardew Valley notes in one place. But I wanted it to look correct, or look nice, rather. And I was gonna do, like, little decorations and stuff in it. Little cutesy drawings. And then I remembered my handwriting sucks. Like, it's chicken scratch. So I kind of just gave up on the idea of doing a notebook on that. I'll just have my random notes everywhere. I used to do the same thing for Harvest Moon when I was a kid. I say kid, I was like preteen, teenager, somewhere in that range. Oh shoot, if you're regularly getting iridium quality, go for it. The whole reason I've got rabbit's feet is because... the whole reason I've got rabbits is because of rabbit's feet. It's just a good gift for everyone except for Penny. Sir, why are you tearing up my chair? Have you not done enough damage to it? Are you stuck? Are you pretending you're not stuck and that you're just sitting where you want to sit? Okay. As long as you're not stuck. Old Man Cat is a big boy, and he thinks he is small and dainty and can sit on the edge of my chair. And I've tried telling him so many times that he is not graceful enough for this, but doesn't stop him. Because ultimately, he's going to fall. I just really don't want him to fall on me, because he has fallen on me before and tried to catch himself with his claws. And that's not fun. See, I have nice handwriting if I take my time, same thing. But I am way too impatient to take my time. I say this as I'm doing a slow grind to 1 billion gold. But I am generally an impatient person. I want instant gratification. Or I want to be done with something very quickly. That, or I put it off until the last minute, and then it's like, oh crap, I need to hurry up with this. That happens a lot, too. That's like the most recent example. The card I got my cousin and his fiancée for their wedding was supposed to be very nicely written. I was trying to work on some brush lettering, so I could put, like, a nice print of their, or not print, but like a nice lettering of their first initials on the front of the card. And it didn't turn out that way. Matter of fact, like, I ended up forgetting a couple of words. It didn't change the sentence. Like, the meaning of the sentence was still there. It was still a readable sentence, but I was writing down a passage for them, because they're both pretty religious. They're doing a very religious ceremony, so I wrote down, like, I think it was a Proverbs passage. Like, wrote it down, but I forgot 2 words in the passage. Again, doesn't change the context of it, and it's still readable, but I was rushing. Oh wait, you go in there. Damn, dude. Quarry. We're still working on Quarry, so let me focus on this guy for a second. But that's not really what happened with Blackie. So Blackie is technically my cat. He has been my cat. He was originally gifted to me. But whenever Drew and I went to move out, he was so incredibly attached to my mom that I left him with her. I couldn't part them. And, like, it wasn't a situation where I couldn't take him with me. Like, I could have taken him with me and he would have been just fine. I mean, we took Tyler with us, but Tyler wasn't emotionally attached to my mom. So, he was emotionally attached to me. He still is. I can't go anywhere in this house without that cat coming to me. I can't call any other animal or get their attention without him being like, "You mean me, right?" And it's like, no, sir. Other people exist. Other people are allowed to get attention. But I have thought about, like, how difficult it would be if Drew and I ever did, like, get separated or anything like that. Because, like, who's gonna take what animals? Because we both love all of the animals. But it's very clear that, like, some of them would have to go with me, and some of them would have to go with Drew just because of their attachment. Like, Jojo loves her dad. That is her human. She likes me, but she loves Drew. Same thing with Tyler. He likes Drew, but he is a mama's boy. He loves me. I guess same thing with Blackie, too. Tarkus, I think, would probably be fine either way. I don't think he's really developed much of attachment yet. Because, I mean, he's still only been with us for a few months. No, not even a few months. A month? Has it only been a month? Okay, maybe a little bit longer than a month. But not quite 2 months, I don't think. I could probably go back and, like, find the messages from whenever Drew went to pick him up, and that would, like, pinpoint the date that he came and lived with us, but I'm not doing all that right now. Wait a minute. I wonder. If I took one of these sections and lined them with trees, if that could look good, and then made this inside of it like a little production area or a sitting area or something similar. Okay, I definitely like this stone a lot better than this stone. Speaking of meowing, hello, sir. Yes. What? You have a bowl full of water in the kitchen that I just filled up? Uh-huh. Tearing up my chair again. Why are you tearing up my chair again? You gotta love the fickleness of cats. I want this. No, wait. I changed my mind. Let's see. Middle of the night, the number one thing I have to deal with, because our cats don't go outside because we live next to a major highway. So the number one thing I have to worry about is, oh yeah, I'm not allowed to go to the bathroom by myself. I usually end up with at least one of the cats following me. Generally Blackie because he wants me to turn the sink on for him. And then along will come Hector and Tyler. Every now and then Athena will try to squeeze in there too. Also just the standing in the middle of the hallway or in the middle of the walkway, whatever direction I'm trying to walk is the exact same direction they want to stand in. And like, my guys, I do not pay attention. Why do you want to walk in front of me? That is so dangerous for you. As I don't pay attention, like, at all. I am in my own little world half the time. And then next thing I know, I'm tripping over a cat. Or a dog. Sometimes a dog. Tarkus is getting pretty good about following in the cat's footsteps. The most annoying part about flooring is having to pull it back up. For me, at least. Alright, this might not look nice, but once we get everything in place, it'll look a lot better. go ahead and take all the flooring out of here. Because I don't think... No. Chances are I'll end up changing my mind and have to go find it again, so I'll just leave it. That's how Tyler and Jojo came to us. Tyler, literally, we were going back to... Because we were staying at my grandparents' house at the time. We were living there. Um, and I want to say it was like... I want to say it was during the holidays and we were going to pick up... like Drew had just picked me up from work and we were going to pick up something that I had made for like a party we were supposed to be going to at my brother's house. And there was Tyler. Again, rail thin, full of worms, covered in fleas, and could literally play the xylophone on his sides. Jojo was itty bitty baby puffball. Um, like I don't think she'd had even had her eyes open for that long whenever we got her, 'cause that was back when we were working at the liquor store. My boss and his girlfriend at the time were riding bikes up and down the highway, and on their way back in the direction of the store, they found Jojo. Brought her in. Well, at the time we thought it was a he. Um, one of the eyes glued shut, matted, nose covered in scratches and messed up. She's still got like... Actually, no. Does she still have her scar? I don't think she still has her scar. She might have grown out of it finally. I haven't been inspecting her nose recently, but she had a scar on her nose for the longest time from that. But just the sweetest little thing, like she rode home with me because my boss had like he kept tuna in the back of the store for himself for whenever he was up there, so he had something to eat on. And he grabbed one of the packs of tuna and we fed the kitten a little bit. And he was like, if you can't find anybody that's willing to take her before you leave for the night, or, well, we thought it was a boy, but if you can't find anyone to take the cat before you leave for the night, just feed them the rest of the tuna before you pull out of the parking lot. And I was like, no. This little thing's going with me. I cannot, in good faith, leave this kitten in this condition. So, took her with me to the other store, tried to get one of my coworkers to take her. Coworker had just adopted another cat that we had found and was like, I can't. So I was like, okay. Drew, we have another cat now. Because there's nothing I could do. I can't just leave her. That's just not an option. We found far more animals when we were working out at that liquor store than I can count at the moment. Some of them ended up, well, I think the most of them we ended up rehoming with someone we knew. And I think there was only one dog that we ended up taking to our local dog shelter. Like, we tried fostering her for a little bit. It just was not a fit for our family. She was, I want to say she had some kind of collie in her. So she was just way too hyper for our family. It wasn't a good fit. We didn't have, like, an area where she could run around and get all that energy out without risking her getting on the highway. Or at least not safely, because she would not listen. So we took her to the shelter, and they kept us in touch. She is now living in Connecticut with a family with some kids, and she is very happy. So, Main thing is people tended to dump their animals in that general area. So, that was fun. Let's see. Hector we got off of Facebook. There was a dude, I think he was actually a regular at our store, who was giving away a cat because he was moving and couldn't take his cat with him. But he was taking the other cat, so I felt even worse about it. Like, I imagine it was a situation he was moving to an apartment and he was only allowed to keep one animal, and he chose the other animal, so I felt bad for Hector, but I don't feel bad for Hector anymore. He's got us now, and the longer he lives with us, the more of his personality he shows. I'm just like, dude's fucking missing out. I know he probably knows it too, because this cat is stinking adorable. Like, when we first got him, he didn't want to be... pretty much didn't want to be touched. And now, he still doesn't like being picked up, but he'll lay on us, he'll hang out in laps. Shoot, I thought he was gonna get in the shower with Drew earlier. He was just hanging out in the shower curtain, which is usually only something that Tyler does. Tyler likes to hide out between the shower curtain and the liner, and then attack hands when you reach for, like, shampoo and stuff. He's a jerk, and I love him. Because usually without fail, he'll stumble a little bit every time he tries to reach for a hand, because it's slippery on the side of the shower. He has only fallen in once, and he was incredibly lucky that the shower liner, like, covered the majority of him, so only his feet got wet. But he was not happy about it. Aww. He was just a little dude. Okay, now I'm paranoid that I missed this one because I wasn't paying attention. Okay, no. Awesome. Aww. One of my customers, when I was working at the liquor store, came in one day, and she was trying to rehome an elderly cat for a friend. Apparently, the cat's owner was an older woman who had passed away. And another failed foster situation, or not failed, but like, failed adoption, it turned into foster, where we were going to try and take her because she was very sweet, very fluffy, big sweetheart. She had that gravelly old cat meow. Sounds like she's been smoking for 50 years. But unfortunately, Tyler and Hector were jerks, so we couldn't keep her. But she is very happily... Pam, did you really have to destroy my lamppost? Bitch. Well, that sucks. But it's not too big a deal, I guess. But she is very happily living with our friends. Matter of fact, the same one I was talking about, we tried to stick Jojo with, and she was like, we just adopted a cat. We don't have room anymore. It's like, I know, but we don't really have room either. Although, you know, at the time, we said we didn't have room for another cat, because we had 2 cats and Athena. We had three animals in the house. And now I'm just sitting here with 4 cats and 2 dogs in a tiny-ass single-wide. Just like, what has my life become? Didn't have space. No, I don't have space now. It's gonna be even worse when Tarkus is, like, well-behaved enough that he can be allowed to join us in the bed and not have to live in his kennel 24/7. Because right now he's relegated to the kennel because he doesn't know how his bladder works. He's still figuring that out. He's still figuring out the whole you don't pee where you sleep thing. But once he figures it out, he's free to come and sleep in the bed with us, which means I am never getting another restful night's sleep in my life. I already know this to be fact. Okay. How do I want to do this? I want to say this is the biggest space that I could use for trees, but we've also got this space right here. Well, actually, if I do it from the top down, it'd probably look a lot better. And then we could, like, remove this. Replace that whole thing with, like, the crystal cobblestone. This right here. That could work. That could definitely work. I don't know which trees I'm gonna put there, but that could definitely work. Dude, what the fuck? I think the thing that would piss me off the most is how long it was until they'd let you know, or you found out, that they had rehomed the cat. Like... Hold on, I need to go get seeds. Like, I understand that every animal is not going to be a fit, but I feel like the respectful thing to do in that situation would have been to let you guys know. Where did I put the seeds? Ah! I found the seeds. Okay, that's as even as I'm gonna get that. Could I fit some over here? I probably could. I don't know about, like, right in here. Let me see. I need to find my axe somewhere. Because I'm thinking we're gonna chop down these trees and replant. Can I get rid of any of these? No. Okay. Really? Hold on. We'll redo the fencing later. Wait. Now, I know one of you could fit here, because I just had one planted here that I just destroyed. What the hell? Okay, never mind. Fence is going back down. Because I don't understand what was happening. So. Alternative option is we put our garden pots over here. With, like, tea plants in them. Okay. We'll figure out more of that later. I'm not one to judge. The whole reason Tyler is named Tyler is because he was being super nosy whenever we first got him. So he was walking around the room and I was just calling him Nosy Rosie. Well, that made my brain think of the word posy because I was just stuck in rhyme mode. And there is an actor named Tyler Posey. He's Scott in Teen Wolf, which I was really into at the time. So Nosy Rosie became Tyler because Tyler Posey. But real quick, I'm going to pause. I'm going to let the old man into the bathroom. I'm going to go use the bathroom myself. Whew. So we will be back in just a minute. Matter of fact, I will... Nah, yeah. Take it off of Tarkus. Leave it on my little Nosy Rosie here. But I'll be back in just a minute. Okie dokie. I got sidetracked because I didn't hear any activity from the boy whenever I got up to go to the bathroom. So I went to the living room to check things out because he is only quiet for a couple of reasons. So he's in jail again for counter surfing yet again. Oh. Bro, I've got a Nohana's tattoo. It was meant to be a friend tattoo. Hold on, who's hacking? Blackie, honey, you got a hairball? Right, 1 second, guys. Okay, Blackie had a hairball. He's fine, but he had a hairball. I mean, to be fair, that's like... a super heart-wrenching scene for most people. Okay. You over here, you over here, you over there, you over there, you there, you there. Okay. Where do I have my maple syrup at? Ah. Oh, but yeah, I went to go check on the boy because he was being quiet, which is, you know, usually not a great thing when it comes to a puppy. But he was just counter surfing, so he's in puppy jail. And I'm just like, my dude, he literally just got neutered yesterday. You were not supposed to be running around, let alone climbing on the counters. Okay, me's almost done. Okay. Nah, man, you just gotta... Oh, there's no gotta to it. It's one of those situations you're still finding your Ohana. I'm not trying to sound cheesy. It's kind of hard to say that without sounding cheesy. Let's see. I wanted to put some garden pots over in... over in the bus stop. thinking, that's just not going to work in that direction, is it? Nah. Family doesn't necessarily mean, like, person you're marrying or anything like that. Family is just, like, the community that supports you. That could be friends, that can be actual blood family, that could be, um, it could mean getting married and having kids or whatever you feel like doing. It could mean literally, I don't know, just having 20 cats and that's your ohana. I shouldn't have taken these up because I'm thinking that can work. Just having them like this. And then we take these up. I think I'm gonna do mushroom trees there. Ooh, or mushroom tree with a mahogany tree in the middle. That could work. On either side of this path. Okay, I done messed that up already. Yeah. Family is one of those things that, at least for me, is very fluid in meaning. Obviously, I count my blood relatives as my family, but I've got friends that I count as family just because, like, I know I could talk to them about anything. More so than I could about some of my family members. I'm fixing to have to go get Athena, who is also my family. Like, I literally treat these animals like my kids. Which is probably the reason I don't have kids. But, she is yelling at an armadillo right now. It was less wide. But I think what I'm going to do is either, fill that side up with our beehives or make that like a little seating area. Just because it's not going to be even. Just the way I divided that area up in general is not going to be even. But that's okay. I know I had some more mushroom seeds around here. But before I do that, I'm going to go get Athena. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, Athena obtained. I did have to give her one of her calming treats, which means I had to give Tarkus a treat as well because he got mad that she was getting a treat, even though he's still in puppy jail. Okay. Am I out of mushroom seeds now? No. I mean, honestly, I feel like everybody needs an outlet like that. Someone they can just say what's actually going on in their brain. No, I feel that. Wait a minute. So we can use this area for our beehives. Just set that there for right now. Or, don't need any more of you. This is a seating area now. I would need kegs for what I'm thinking. Because I was thinking, we have a little seating area. Matter of fact. I was thinking, we can do tea trees over here. I would need to change that into kegs as well. Hold on, let me see something. Which way gives me more room to work? Neither. It ends up being perfectly square. So this is going to be a seating area regardless. So I think maybe I divide this section up. How many are we working with? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. This is roughly the midpoint. This might be completely retconned later. I might redo it. Well, I need more of those either way. It is 5 out from the flowers, so it would be the beehive needs to be like say this is our flower. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out in each cardinal direction, so up, down, left, right, and then it comes in over, down, over, down. Well, obviously I can't do this one because it's got a thing there, but you could do like, I could use the beehives as an example actually. That's not the same flooring. Get up there. So let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. And it would be essentially like that all the way around. And your flower does have to be in the ground. It cannot be in a garden pot, which is why I decided to use the garden pots that I was doing over here for like tea trees. Because I learned the hard way on our perfection playthrough that you can't use garden pots for beehives. I spent so much time waiting. Did I have any more of that? Okay, I don't have any more of that flooring I wanted to use, but that's okay. Because I really need to think about how I actually want to divide this up. Because I was thinking... I kind of want to do some more trees. Okay, so it's not going to be even if I do it that way. Which is kind of a shame. So... maybe I scratched that idea. I might need to do some more thinking. Either way, I'm going to need some more of this flooring, so might as well head back to the house. Oh, hey, Mex. How's it going? A dino army? That sounds pretty good, actually. Let's see, it's this flooring. We don't need that much of it. So maybe just 30 pieces. Because I was supposed to be using up stuff, not making more stuff. I'm not sure... How cute are they? I don't think they're that cute. I'm trying my best, though. I've never really decorated. Like, I tried a little bit with the perfection playthrough, but... it's somebody's birthday. I'm guessing Pierre. I'm gonna have to make some more coffee. Okay, nothing down there. Ooh, the river map's a fun one to try and figure out layouts with. That one and, Hilltop are both super interesting to try and lay out stuff on. Honestly, I think just like... if you've got free time and you're tired of doing this or that, going around and just like planting things in random places or placing things in random places and like devoting areas for things can be really fun. But I had not tried it at all until we tried making the Perfection Farm cute. And I don't know that we actually accomplished that with that farm, but this farm, dang it, I've got all the time in the world while we're trying to wait for this stuff to be ready. It's gonna be cute. One way or another. Even if I keep having to brute force some things. Dude, that's a pretty decent amount of staircases. I don't know, I'm trying to make use of spaces that I never go to, like the entrance to the mines, Probus's area, the dwarf's area, or the quarry, places that I never go to once. Honestly, the quarry I just don't go to at all. 9 times out of 10, I just don't go to the quarry. The rest of those places I only go to for like very particular things and then I'm done. But I've got all the time in the world now, so might as well do something with it. Because we were literally just waiting for the money to roll over. And I could go the easy way out and just like sleep through it, but I don't know. At some point we're probably going to have to switch to that, but I just don't like having to, you know? If I can find other things to do, I'd rather do those other things. Okay, you. Up on my top bar, because I'm probably gonna, not even probably, I'm going to need you. Okay, we can't finish the quarry today. We've got to go to the island and harvest our fruit. But I might be able to get over there and do a little bit more rearranging. I want to say the Jade Crystallariums is only something I've really started doing recently. Because beforehand, I never focused on going deep dives into the mine. Like, I would save up Jade if I got it, like, while mining. And I might have a couple of Crystallariums devoted to it, but I never went as crazy with Crystallariums as I did until these most recent playthroughs. you got in there. My baby ostrich ready? Not yet. He'll be ready tomorrow. I want to say there's, like a strategy you can use changing your profession to and from artisan to scam Pierre into giving you more money. I haven't really looked into it myself. I've watched a video or two on it. Well, one was a video and one was a short. Apparently you, like, sell him a bunch of ancient fruit wine, or you can do any wine of your choosing, while you have the artisan perk. And then you go to the shrine, change yourself back to not having the artisan perk. The next day, whenever your perk sets over, or your profession sets over, you go back to Pierre, rebuy as much of the wine as you can, which will now be at a lower cost because you're buying it from the perspective of your current profession. Change the shrine back to artisan and resell the wine to him again. Like, you rinse and repeat it. Never tried it myself. Well, actually, hold on. We were talking about the beehives and how they work. This is the area I originally had dedicated for my beehives, with the wood being areas where the beehive would actually sit. Not all areas still have the wood in place, because some of them popped up. But, generally speaking, I guess that one's a bad spot to check. This one's a good spot. That's your flower in the ground. Use the deluxe retaining soil so you don't have to worry about having a sprinkler, or you could have your flower there with a sprinkler, like sacrificing one of your beehive spaces. And then I need some of you for explaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. This one would also be a beehive. All the way around in like a diamond pattern. Coming inward. But there's only so much usable space unless you feel like picking your beehives up afterwards. Okay, you guys go up. I left that one piece of flooring, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I've still got to finish decorating that side of the island at some point anyways, so not the end of the world. Oh, you do not need to be there. Thank you very much. Okay. And yeah, the effort's part of the reason why I haven't tried it myself. Okay, we've got 2 new locations now that I can use. Let's see. One for beehives, but again, the beehives and honestly the place I put the tree sapling, I'm gonna need kegs instead of preserve jars. Do I have any spare kegs back at the house? I don't think I have any extra kegs. I do not. And I don't think I have the stuff to make any more, too. I might have... I have the stuff to make 10 of them. And that's mainly because we're low on copper. Hmm. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Go ahead and get some of those. We probably have some copper in here I could smelt. 130, so... Don't know if that'll be enough. We'll find out. I imagine somebody's probably got it broken down. Like I said, I haven't done a whole lot of research on it myself of what the minimum is that makes it worthwhile doing. Wait. It's the mines where we have these guys. Because that 10K loss is coming in even on days when you're not selling it. It's the day of the sell and the day that you rebuy it. So that 10K loss is going to add up really quickly, depending on how long you make it go for. And I want to say it's better if you use like iridium quality, because that's going to be the most profitable ancient fruit wine that you can get. Either iridium or gold quality. One of the two would be the most profitable. So then you also still have to factor in the cost or the time sink. Just even getting to that number. Unless you're building a bunch of houses on your farm that you've upgraded. No. I'm so tired of frickin' rugs in this game coming up when all I wanted to do was port back to the house. Alright, let's stand off of the rug to port this time. Okay. Alright, how many can I make now? 15? I can make that work. And now it's just because we're out of wood. I can make that work. Because what I'm thinking is the preserve jars make no sense next to the tea. So it's gotta be kegs. It'd be the same thing next to the hives. Okay, that's not going to leave me with any extra space, so... Dang, I don't know. I really don't know. Alright, backburnering it. I've got ideas, but I don't know how to make them look the best. So, back burner for right now. We'll figure something out in the future. At the very least, I know an idea of what I want to do over here. It's going to have to be either... Actually, it's probably just going to have to be tea saplings, because it's the only ones that don't go out of season. Or that don't die once winter hits, rather. So, we'll figure something out later. Back to the drawing board. No. Matter of fact, if it's... there is a point in time in which better quality honey is negated by turning it into mead. Hold on. I actually have this written down. So, regular honey goes for 100 gold. If you have it with the artisan perk, it goes for 140 gold. Um, Placing it in the keg, you get 200 for basic mead, 280 if you're going with artisan. It goes up to 400 or 560 if you have iridium quality mead that you get. So if you age it, um, let's see. Where do I have my flowers written down at? Because I know I've got the flowers written down. I'm just a dingus who didn't write it all on the same page. Okay. Fairy Rose Honey goes for 680 gold if you don't have the artisan perk, and it goes for 952 gold if you go for the artisan perk. So if you are in fall and you are planting fairy roses to make fairy rose honey, you are actually going to lose money by turning it into mead. Um, I think some of the basic flowers. Thing. Some of the basic flowers, it's actually okay to turn it into mead. Honey versus mead. And I know there's probably all kinds of lists that people have written down for which one's the better option. Ah, there it is, flower honey. And it's going to differ depending on the flower. So it's really dependent on the flower. if you want to know for sure which one is your best option for turning into mead specifically, um, I highly recommend the Stardew Valley wiki for that because they'll list on the page for each flower. It'll list what the price is for just selling that item versus turning it into mead. And I didn't fill up my keg yesterday. Oh, of course I didn't. That's okay. We know it's ready on Fridays. That's okay. Yeah, if it's fairy rose season, plant some fairy roses. Or if you, once you have access to the island farm, plant you some fairy rose over there. You'll get fairy rose honey. If you've got the artisan perk, that's some pretty easy money. I think with just the setup that I had on the island, I only had, I think it wasn't that many beehives, relatively speaking. Matter of fact, all of my beehives are probably over at the quarry right now. But we were bringing in about 30,000 from just the honey. But for me, it was just such a time sink that I decided to stop doing honey because the diamonds were taking up more of my time. And it's kind of a similar situation to why I stopped doing preserve jars. I did the math and I was just like, it's more worth my time to focus on wine kegs than it was to focus on the honey. And also, I was just really bad about remembering to go over there and actually harvest it, so it wasn't worth it. If I'm not harvesting it or not taking care of it, then there's no reason. I gotta say, like, the worst part about getting hives is just getting all the maple syrup you need. Especially if you don't have enough trees with tappers on them, it takes a minute. And then you can only, like, make a few at a time. Actually, I don't think they do, but I'm not sure on that. I'll tell you what, we can do an experiment. I mean, this is something we could very easily look up as well, but I like doing experiments, so I'm going to, if I can remember, grab a beehive whenever we go back to the quarry. Or I might even, like, pop over to the quarry first and grab a beehive. And just stick it in the greenhouse and see if it does anything. Because why not? Matter of fact, thinking of the quarry, it might be better off for me to rearrange how I've got that sectioned off. Like, the area down at the bottom I'm not worried about. It's fine. Because I'm thinking of using that smaller little patch as just like a sitting area, or I could rearrange it for something else. That's always a possibility. I'm fine with the area that I've got planned out for tea production. It's just that top two sections that are kind of driving me bonkers about how to make them fit. Oh shoot, we're fixing to go into summer. I really hope our rhubarb is done soon. Because otherwise, that's a waste of money. We've essentially got one more day, and that's a waste of money if it's not ready. Like today or tomorrow. I didn't check it today, so I don't know. It could be ready already. But I do need to go see Sandy probably at the beginning of next stream. And get some not Stardrops, Starfruit. That guy. You've got 2 hearts with Caroline already. Oh wait, have you gone into the room? Like, have you walked into her tea room? I think that's how you trigger it. Like, I want to say that's how you trigger it at the very least. Yeah. You gotta go into her tea room. Okay, so they're not ready today. That sucks. So, fingers crossed they're ready tomorrow. I forgot where I was fixing to go. Yes, it's the door in her kitchen. Because I want to say I was having that same issue where I didn't realize you had to go in there. I want to say you should be able to enter it at 2 hearts, but it's been a minute, so I'm not going to say that for sure. Here we go. That part I can't say for sure because, again, it's been so long since I've done it. But it couldn't hurt to just, like, stand in her... On a day you don't have anything else to do, just stand in her kitchen until she goes in there. And just follow behind her. Okay, last little bit. might just have to go back with the idea of putting all of our garden pots over here. Because we're gonna have a lot extra. And I might just throw our beehives and... well, it should just be the beehives over here too, because at the very least they'd be doing something. Get these all changed out, and then I'll head over to the quarry and grab one of those beehives to stick in the greenhouse, just to check. Dang, I might need to head over to Gus's as well and grab this stuff to make some more triple shot espressos. Because we are running pretty low. You know, that might be what I put in the greenhouse, is some garden pots with coffee plants in them. I was gonna do it at the quarry because I completely forgot that they're spring and summer crop only. Dude, oh my god, it always happens too. Like, it doesn't matter how taut I'm trying to keep that thread so it doesn't get tangled, it's gonna bunch up somehow. Oh my god. Or, oh god, the one time that I do manage to keep it from tangling, a cat comes by and takes the thread, and I'm just like, why? Why are you living up to cat stereotypes right now? I am trying to fix a sock. Just let me fix this sock in peace. Although, to be fair, I don't do a lot of my mending projects like I should. The dog bed has been sitting in the corner of the room since we washed it. Because whenever we washed it, the washing machine tore it open, which was super fun. And Drew was like, I guess I'll have to throw it away. I was like, no, you don't have to throw it away. I can fix it. It's just cloth. I can fix it. It's sitting bunched up on its side, and the cats have been sleeping on it. I just haven't gotten around to fixing it. Best juice? Wait, let me go ahead and just grab these just in case. Best juice. I'm inclined to say pumpkin because it's pretty valuable. And it doesn't turn into wine when you make it. It just turns straight to juice. So I'm inclined to say pumpkin, but I could be wrong on that. Can't think of any that would be more valuable than that. But I'm not 100% sure on that. I haven't really checked that. Actually, hold on. I have an idea. How much does... Okay, a pumpkin goes for 320 gold. Because I think what you would be looking for would be highest value vegetable. And yeah, I think that's still going to be the pumpkin. As far as vegetables go, yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's a base price. Is generally your indicator for which one's going to be the most valuable thing for you to make. That's like, technically speaking, 750, 550. Technically speaking, ancient fruit is not the best for wine production. Star fruit is. But I'm lazy and don't want to have to replant my star fruit. We will be doing star fruit in summer though, just because I mean, I've got the extra crop space specifically for seasonal stuff. Also, it's dark over here. It is dark. Nighttime has struck. Okay, so we had roughly 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 326, yeah, 326 wines, or not wines, beehives that we were doing. And we were getting about 300,000, almost 400,000, I think. And the only reason I stopped is just because like I said, I'm lazy. That's the ultimate reason, is just the laziness. Okay. Someone's taking a very strong nap right now because I can hear her snoring behind me. That calming treat kicked in real good. Okay. We just space it out even more than I wanted to. We got 2 tree spots. I'm gonna do none of these because I don't have my tree seeds here, but that's okay. It's already... Ooh, what if we... No. Dang. I was gonna say, what if we, like, staggered it? But that path running through there is gonna make it look weird. I could stagger it the other way and move the top over. No, she snores like a grown man. She's got her little Halloween hoodie, or not hoodie, but sweater on. I'm pretty damn sure Tarkus just jumped into my dishes. I'm pretty sure he did. That's lovely. Like, I am honestly wondering if it is more cruel to not give him his pain medicine so that he will actually lay down, or to give him his pain medicine and have him thinking he's 100% okay and that he can just do whatever because he won't he gets his pain medicine and it's like he forgets that he has just had surgery done and he thinks he can do things like get on the counters and jump down. And it's like, you are gonna bust a stitch, my dude. What the fuck? Why are you doing this? He's still getting his pain meds because I feel really horrible that he has to go through that. But he'll feel better once he's all healed up. Matter of fact. Bye bye, Tyler. This is the culprit right here. Hey, no offense intended. I snore like a grown ass man too. It's fine. Like, I always have. I want to say when I was a teenager, I was like in denial about it, but no, I snore like a grown-ass man. I have woken myself up before snoring. Yeah, he got neutered Monday or yesterday. He got neutered, got his nails trimmed, got all of his shots done, and apparently, lucky us, we had just dewormed him like 2 weeks ago, and apparently he had some fun friends hanging out with him that survived the dewormer, so he's getting treatment for that too right now. I was like, okay, that makes sense. Of course he does. But apparently the vet told us that because we got something over the counter at our local grocery store, and she said those cover some of the parasites that dogs can get, but not all of them. So there are some that are just resistant to it, so they have to use a different medicine for that. So I feel like most people snore. It's just whether or not they are aware of it or have been like told about it. Like, okay, fun fact. I used to creep my mom out all the time. Um her room was the designated smoking room when we were living at my grandparents' house because she had 3 giant windows that we could open. So in the middle of winter, we could actually, smoke there. Um, so I would go in her room and just chill out in the rocking chair in the dark because I didn't want to be rude and wake her up. So she would she would snore, but every now and then she would like stop snoring, and I'm paranoid. I do this with Drew, I do this with the animals, I've done this with my mother. I watch people breathe when they're sleeping because I am so paranoid that somebody is going to stop breathing while they're sleeping. So like I have woken Athena up from a dead sleep before because she scared the shit out of me because she wasn't breathing, or at least she was breathing so shallowly that I couldn't tell. And I was like, "Nope, you're waking up now." And just, shook her awake. Hi, Athena. She's awake now. She's just very, very drowsy because she got her chillin' treat. But, I used to creep my mom out because she would do that when she was sleeping. And I would get right up in her face because I was watching to make sure she was breathing. And the next thing she would know, she would wake up and I'm in her face and scared the shit out of her. So she told me I was her creepy child. And I was like, excuse me for making sure you're alive, damn it. But, I don't even know where I was going with that. I'm pretty sure it was about snoring. I would pick on her about her snoring, and I told her it's because, She was breathing weird, but she just told me I was being creepy. Ooh. One of my cousins has sleep apnea. If a doctor gives you a device, you're supposed to use it. They didn't just give it to you for shits and giggles. That's like, okay, I'm not one to talk because I don't go to the doctor. I don't take myself to the doctor by any means. If I don't have to, I don't. I haven't been to the doctor since I turned 26 and lost my insurance, right? Um, but even I know if a doctor tells me to take a medicine, use a machine, I'm supposed to do it. That's like when people are given antibiotics or something, and the doctor's like, you need to take all of it. And they're like, well, they said I was supposed to take all of it, but I feel better. So they stop taking it. I'm just like, no, take all of it because that is the course of your treatment. You may feel better because the medicine is working. Alright. I might have to go because, I think Tarkus is a little out of hand right now. He is, I'm pretty sure, in my sink. I hear dishes rattling. Drew can sometimes hear him when he's got his headphones on, not always. So I'm gonna go get this little demon child. This one right here. Oh crap, I moved it and now it's not gonna sit back where I want it. Ah, no. Why did I do that? Okay, that's good enough. I'm not touching it anymore. I'm gonna go get that little demon child and put him in puppy jail. But next time, hopefully the greenhouse will be... At this point, I don't know when the greenhouse is gonna be ready. I didn't put that beehive in the greenhouse. I didn't put the beehive in the greenhouse. We'll do that next time. We'll run that experiment next time. I've got to go in there anyways. I know, but he just had surgery. And he's trying to go counter surfing. And the thing is, he has no concern over his own body. So he'll, like, if he thinks he's fixing to get... He knows he's not supposed to be on the counters, right? So he knows he's fixing to get put down. Off the counter. I need to clarify. He's fixing to get put down off the counter. Taken down off the counter. So he'll just jump. He does not care about his own well-being, and I'm just like, my dude, you just had surgery. You just had surgery. This is why I was debating whether it was crueler to give him his pain medicine or to not give it to him, so that way he remembers, oh yeah, I'm injured right now. Oh my god, I love him though. He's so stinking cute. Also, we confused the hell out of the poor girls at the vet's office. They tried so hard to say his name so many times. And at one point I was just like, we usually call him Turkey, if that helps. Like, his name has just evolved into Turkey half the time. You guys can put that in his records if you need to. He will answer to Turkey. If he answers, he's a puppy. He does what he wants. They took, I want to say 10 to 20 minutes to bring him back from the back. Or bring him up from the back. Because he was giving them a hard time. And then as soon as he walks out the door and he sees us, he's like, "Oh, hey, it's my humans." And I'm just like, "Really? Really? Why? Why? Why, sir?" But he is very sweet when he's not being a crazy puppy. He will grow out of it. Hopefully not all the way, because it is kind of funny, some of the stuff he gets into, especially when he gets excited and gets happy and starts doing his little zoomies. It's hilarious. Because he, like, parkours and jumps up the side of the couch. Or the back of the couch, rather. And it is hilarious. I just wish he would stop jumping off the counters, because that is terrifying. So... Okay, like I said, I need to go tend to him. I'm pretty sure Drew got up and got him, but I'm gonna go keep him distracted. So hopefully he doesn't get into things. So next time, hopefully greenhouse is ready. If not, we've still got an experiment to run in there anyways. I will try to remember to put the beehive in. Aside from that, I'll think a little bit more about how to do the quarry. Hello, Hosu. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Feel free to correct me on that. You actually came in just as we were saying goodbye. But I'm still probably going to be here chit-chatting for a minute because I am easily distracted and like to ramble. But yeah, I don't know that the trees will be ready in the greenhouse next time. Again, it's a don't hold your breath, but fingers crossed situation. Because I really do want to get the greenhouse figured up. I will brainstorm again on how to lay out the quarry, because I don't know. At this point, I just don't know. So I'll give it some thought. But anyways, Athena, honey, ma'am, stop chewing. Stop chewing. Okay, Athena's chewing on her butt again. But yeah, I stream every day from 6 p.m. Central Standard Time until 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are currently alternating between Stardew Valley and My Time at Portia. So we did Stardew tonight. We'll do My Time at Portia tomorrow night. I think what we've got planned for next time in Portia is we need to make a training dummy for Arlo. We had just taken on that quest. We are still waiting for the mysterious man to come to town so we can get a ring for Sonia for Albert. And aside from that, we were working on something else. What was it? Hold on. We were working on... Oh, yeah. Prepping for the Autumn Festival. I want to double check that we've got a pretty decent stockpile of Emperor Goliath fish so that we can throw that into the harvest pile. And I'm pretty sure we have our winning vegetable. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's a king lettuce. So fingers crossed that one wins. I've tried participating in the Autumn Fest in my personal files for Portia and have had zero luck. Like, none whatsoever. So I would like to win for the stream. That would be awesome. But if we don't, it's fine. The main thing is getting the rewards from the donation pile. Because I want to say we probably get some kind of friendship bonus for doing that, but don't quote me on that. I'm still new to this game. I'm still learning. But yeah. In the description, there is a link to my fiance, Shiny Haunter, who also streams every day from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. He is currently alternating between TFT and Fallout 4, so he's playing TFT tonight, but he'll be playing Fallout 4 tomorrow night. I personally think he's pretty great. if he is streaming whenever I get done streaming, except for with TFT, because I have no idea what's going on in there. I usually jump in to just hang out for a little bit. Again, not really with the TFT ones. Every now and then I'll jump in, but I have absolutely no idea what's going on, so I usually just hold out for the games that I do understand, like Fallout 4. He recently played Cyberpunk 2077. I want to say he's got plans for Mirror's Edge and a modded Fallout 4, but that would be a question for him, so feel free to go check him out. Like I said, I think he's great, but I am a biased party, so form your own opinions, be your own person, all that good shit. I'm gonna go check on a puppy, make sure he hasn't injured himself or, you know, destroyed my dishes. That's also a possibility, because I heard a lot of clinking, and if I can hear it from the back of the house, it was good and loud. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I hope you have a wonderful morning, day, afternoon, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And until next time, bye-bye.